Hello. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about online piracy because it's the biggest thing in the news now. With the SOPA bill and the PIPA bill being discussed in the House and Senate, and we just had the big online blackout from Reddit and the sort of blackout from Google yesterday. Um, I don't understand really why a lot of these media outlets are so up in arms about online piracy. To me, these people are fucking idiots and need to get their heads out of their ass because it's basically it's a new age and you need to adapt to this new age. No matter if these bills go through or not, like people are still gonna pirate your stuff. I've been in China and you can walk around the streets of Beijing and get a DVD of the latest movie that just came out. Like last summer, I was in Beijing. The week after Pirates of the Caribbean 4 came out, I bought it on DVD. It was still in the theaters here, and I bought it on DVD there. Piracy is always going to happen. What you have to do is to adapt and change and find new ways to make money. And that's why these people are fucking idiots. Because they can't think of new ways to make money off of this stuff. So I want to talk a little bit about the different media genres or whatever you want to call them. But we'll start first with TV. TV is the most obvious and easiest one to fix for piracy. Give it away for free. Give it all away for free. The idea that I need to go and pay to watch some TV show is idiotic in my opinion. I want to take southparkstudios.com as an example. You can go right now, go to southparkstudios.com. Whether you like South Park or not, you can watch every episode of South Park that's ever been made, except for the episode 200, which Comedy Central banned for various reasons that we won't go into now, which was another issue about free speech. But they basically realized that people are just going to steal their stuff anyways. So why not give it away for free and find a new way to make money off of this? So you can go and watch any one of their episodes. There's an ad in front of the episode. There's a couple ads in the middle of the episode, just like you were watching it on TV. Seems totally logical to me. I don't know why every fucking channel doesn't do this. Because I don't have a TV. I'm not going to buy a TV just so I can watch like some of my favorite shows. I'm not going to buy it off of iTunes. I'm not going to buy it on DVD. I'm just not going to watch it then. That's just the way it is. Because I don't feel like it's something that is so valuable that I have to go and buy. Unless, of course, like there are exceptions. I do buy The Simpsons on DVD, but I buy those on DVD because the packaging is so beautiful and so amazing. Like, a lot of those things I buy just for the packaging and the little toys or something that come with it. Like the Simpsons movie DVD came with like all these little toys. That's why I bought it. Not because I need to watch the show or watch the movie. Like, I've seen every episode of The Simpsons. Like, I don't need to go and buy these things. But I want to have it in my collection because the DVD packaging is so interesting and all of that type of stuff. And that's the way you have to adapt and change in this new world that we live in. Now, I don't understand why more people haven't taken South Park's example and gone this route and just started giving away all of their stuff for free. I know, like, they have Hulu and a bunch of other different services like Fox. You can watch Fox shows on Fox.com. That's how I watch The Simpsons. Every channel should be doing this. You should be giving away every episode for free and just making your money off of the advertising. You make a killing off the advertising. Everybody will be watching it. Now, to me, that seems pretty obvious. Let's move into some of the harder areas, like movies. Let's start off first with movies. So how do you get people to stop stealing your movies? Well, for me, I don't want to go and watch something like Transformers on a tiny little screen on my computer. Why? It's not going to have the same impact. I'm going to go and watch this thing in 3D. I want to sit with the gigantic screen and watch it in 3D with the glasses. And that's the way movies should start going, and really try and get people to go into the theater and worry less about DVD sales. I know, like, people will they'll still steal the movies, beforehand, because they don't care about the experience. They just want to hear about the story or whatever. Those people are douchebags anyways, and they're always going to be around, like, in all parts of the world. Like I said, like, in China, like, you can buy a DVD of a brand new movie, like, the week it comes out, or the week after it comes out. And that's the way the rest of the world is always going to be. But these movie companies are going to be able to make more money if they make the theater-going experience more interesting and more enjoyable. Like, I've seen, like, the last 3 Harry Potter movies in the theater. I probably won't buy them on DVD. I'm not a big Harry Potter fan. But I wanted to have the movie-going experience of seeing these films in the theater. They should be working on making your theater-going experience more enjoyable and pulling more people into the theater, worrying less about DVD sales and worrying less about people pirating stuff, because it's going to happen no matter whether the SOPA bill goes through or not. Like, are you going to go to, the streets of Beijing and just start arresting every guy who's out there selling, black market DVDs? No, because the Chinese government doesn't give a shit. And they're never going to give a shit, because they think we're fucking idiots and that we're trying to get them to pay for this shit when they can just get it for free. Or they can get it for like 2 yuan, which is basically like 30 cents here. It's nothing. So that's where they need to start focusing their energy and drawing us more into the theaters. And then this goes to making a better product. I would never, ever, ever pay any money to go and see something like Jack and Jill. Like, the idea that this movie was made for, like, I think some astronomical number, like it was like 30 or 60 million. How did this movie cost that much? It looks terrible, and it's full of ads. What? These people should not be making that kind of money for such crap. They need to be working in a true capitalistic society, where the things that are better rise to the top, the crap sinks to the bottom, and we stop making crap and we just keep focusing on making things better. Because Hollywood has put out way too much shit in the past 30 years that it just totally makes it makes people unsympathetic to them. Because I don't give a fuck if somebody goes and steals their movie. I don't really do it. I don't really buy movies on DVD either. I go and see them in the theater. But I'm not gonna buy some crappy movie, just to see it. I don't care. I'm not gonna pay for Netflix either, just so I can watch some crappy movie like Jack and Jill. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. So that's, in my opinion, that's that's the two things they really need to do, though, is to focus on making a better product, and then to focus on drawing us into the theater. Because that's really where they make their money, is in the theater. People can say, oh yeah, they make so much and so much off of DVD sales, but no, the movie makes their money in the theater. That's where they make the most of their money. And if you don't make your money back in the theaters, it's basically considered a failure. And that's the way it should be. So then we get to the more complex one. And this is probably the hardest one to deal with, and that's the music industry. So a few years back, 9 Inch Nails were basically giving away their new albums for free, because they knew people would come to their shows. Did it work? Did it not work? I don't really know. I mean, I'm not Trent Reznor, and I'm not affiliated with Nine Inch Nails or anything like that. But I did download their free CDs. I listen to them, every once in a while. They're pretty good. Did I go and see them in the show? No, but I'd seen them in the past. Um, but to me, like with these, the way that the music industry I think has to evolve is more through these services like Pandora and Spotify, um, Radio, like all of these different types of internet radio stations where the radio stations will pay a service fee or whatever to use the music and they'll pay the company for that. Um, I think this is a more ingenious way of evolving beyond piracy. Um, I honestly haven't bought a CD in probably 2 years. The last one I bought was the Bob Dylan Christmas album, and that was just to say that I had it because it's just Bob Dylan made a Christmas album. What? Um, but I don't really buy music either. I listen to Pandora. I listen to Radio. Every once in a while, I listen to Spotify. Like if there's something new that comes out, I want to hear. Um, Most of the music I listen to is like, 60, 70 years old anyways. I'm more into like Miles Davis and stuff like that. And really, like if I really wanted to buy that stuff, I'd go and buy it on vinyl. Because the vinyl sounds better than a CD anyways. It has a better experience. And then you get the big jacket, for the album and all that stuff, and you get the picture. It's about the packaging. Then again, these little CDs, a lot of them have like just awful packaging. It's just like the CD and then a picture on the cover, and that's it. Like, why does this cost $10 even? It's unbelievable that they charge us so much money for the music. It's insane. And most of the sales money goes to the record company and not to the musicians. The musicians usually get like a signing bonus or like they get some kind of contract with the company. Some of them will get like some kind of sales incentives and stuff like that, or they get like a share in the profits. But those are pretty rare actually. It's usually only the bigger bands that get those type of deals. So it's not really hurting the musicians so much when people steal the music. It's hurting the record companies. And again, to me, this goes back to making a better product. The record companies have shoved crap down our throats for the past 40 years or whatever. Fucking Britney Spears and Tiffany and Debbie Gibson and Backstreet Boys and New Kids on the Block. Like all of these people were like the brainchilds of some record executive. They all fucking sucked. And that's being extremely blunt, but they all fucking sucked. And they need to start working on a better product as well. If the CDs came out with like a DVD with the live performances, or had some kind of bonus stuff to it, or some beautiful art in there, I would be more likely to buy it. But no, most of them don't do that. Some do. I'm going to say for sure, yeah, some do. A lot of them don't, though. But I think the music industry is it needs to evolve and change as well. They need to focus more on live shows, drawing people into these live shows. That's where the musicians really make their money, is from the live shows. It's not from the album sales, at least from what I've heard. I'm not a musician. I don't know for certain, but that's where that's where I've heard, like, that's where the musicians really make their money, is from live shows. That was Nine Inch Nails' incentive for giving away free music, blah, 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 blah. It is a complicated issue, but all of these different companies, these different media companies, need to evolve and change. And I think, unfortunately, some things are going to die. Cable TV, probably going to die. Maybe not, I don't know. But I do think it has to change. It needs to focus more on like local programming. I think this is just my opinion, but like I said, I don't even have a TV. I don't even watch TV. The only time I ever watch like a TV show is online, like on Hulu or Fox.com, CBS.com, whatever. That's the only time I'll watch something. If I can't watch it on those, I'm not going to watch it. But they need to focus on what new ways they can make money. And yeah, some things are going to go bye-bye. I think Netflix is probably on its way out. That's just my opinion. But just about everyone I know who had Netflix has canceled it just because a lot of people don't have time to watch all of that crap. But then also, it's just not worth it. I can go and watch something for free. There's tons of stuff on the internet I can watch for free. Why should I pay for something? If they want to make a better product, maybe I'll pay for it. But like I said, most movies that are made nowadays are shit, and I don't see a point in paying for this stuff. Unless, like I said, I want to go see it in the theater. That's about the only way I'll watch it. The last, and I think this is probably the hardest one to regulate, would be art. And as you can see behind me, like this is the painting I'm working on. And yeah, it's from an image I got off the internet. It changes and evolves into something else. But the source material is from the internet. I am not going to address this issue now. I think I'll work on a separate video where we talk just about art and piracy in art and fair use and copyright laws in the art world. Yeah, we'll save that for another time. But thanks for watching. Please leave comments down below. Post a video response that has even a better solution to this idea of piracy. But it's time for these people to change and evolve.